Topic of this tutorial video is how we can execute SQL query from UFT, formerly known as QTP. The latest version of QTP or UFT is Open Text Functional Testing. So from there, how we can execute SQL query, especially DML statements, data manipulation language statements of SQL query, how we can execute those from UFT that we will show hands-on in this tutorial video. Topic is SQL DML statements in UFT. It is a HP QTP tool. Once it was named was HP Unified Functional Testing. The latest version of QTP is OpenText Unified Functional Testing. So from there, I will execute DML statements. So SQL has different types of statements. DML means data manipulation language, DDL means data definition language, and DCL, data control language. There are different types of statements. In this tutorial video, I will show DML statements means select, update, delete, insert. These the four statements that I will show hands-on in this tutorial video. So welcome to this tutorial video. Before I write a script in UFT, I will create data source name DSN using ODBC. So this is what I will show hands-on first. Create data source name. I can write ODBC here, so it will show ODBC, Open Database Connectivity, ODBC. Click here. I can see under user DSN already one is present. So I will create one more. So there will be two here. So I'm creating another one. And I will be using Oracle database. So from this list, I will choose Oracle. There are different types of databases I can see here in this list, but I will be choosing Oracle. Microsoft ODBC for Oracle. Finish. I will be giving a name saying my demo, DEMO, demonstration, my demo. That is the name I have given. Okay, so I've created one data source name, which name is my demo or demonstration. In short, short form of demonstration is demo. So my demo. So I have created this one hands-on. Now I will create one script to execute SQL query where I will be using insert statement. This is what I will show hands-on in this step. I have UFT open. Now I will create a connection string to connect to the Oracle database. So connection string equal to double quote data source name dsn equal to, I need to get the name, so I'll be using data. This is the name. This row is selected. I'll be copying this value, paste it here, semicolon uid equal to hr comma pwd equal to hr double comma and then double quote. This is the connection string. I collected this name from the ODBC, and the UID and password, that is from the command line interface. This is command line. This is an interface, which is command line interface. Connect hr/hr double quote. Connected. So this is the user ID and this is the password. From here, I got the user ID and password that I have written here. Now, second step is I need to create a connection object. Set connection object con equal to create object connection. So I've created a connection object. This is the connection object. Now I will open the connection. Connection string. This is the connection string. Connection string. Connection string. CS. So this step is connection objects. Connection object. And now I will create a command object. Set cmd command equal to create object adodb.command. Now cmd dot active connection equal to, I'll be copying this, copy, and I will paste here. This is the command object. This is the command object. Command object I have created, and I have assigned a connection into this object using this. Now I will specify the command type. Cmd dot command type. Command type equal to 1. 1 for command type equal to 1. 1 for DML statements. DML statements. The number will be different based on what we want to do in the database table. For just executing DML statements means select, update, delete, insert. With the command type we have to use, that is 1. For example, we have to use 4 if we want to create a procedure. So number will be different based on what we want to do in the database table. In this tutorial video, I will show how we can do DML statements. Therefore, the command type would be 1. Now I will command text. Command text means what would be the SQL query equal to. So I will write the SQL query, and since this is insert, I will be using insert query, a query that will insert a row in the database table. So this is the, let me open up the database table. Select a star from Lemon. So there is a table in the database. The table name is Lemon. That table has total 9 rows. No, there are total 10 rows in the table, where the employee ID, the last row's employee ID value is 109. So I will write a code in the UFT script which will insert a row here. So query would be insert into Lemon values. I'm giving a value 110, that is the employee ID. First name I'm giving MD. Last name I'm giving Imran. I'm giving a number. First bracket end, and then double quote. Now I have specified the SQL query that I want to execute. Now I will have to use set rs record setup equal to cmd dot execute. Now what this will do, this method or property, it will execute this SQL in the Oracle database, which will insert a row in the database table, and it will return a void record set object Now I will clean up. There are 3 objects used in this script. 1, 2, 3. So I will clean all those 3. Set con equal to nothing. Set cmd equal to nothing. And set rs record set equal to nothing. I will also declare these 3 variables which are holding 3 objects using dim keyword. So we'll be declaring those variables dim con comma cmd comma rs. 3 variable holding 3 objects which will execute insert SQL query which will insert a row in this particular table. So now I will run it and see. Hopefully I didn't make any syntax error, logical error, or runtime, and I will not hoping any runtime error to show up. So let me see. I will run it. The script executed without any type of error, without a logical error or syntax error or runtime error. No. So it should insert a new row in the database table. Now I will execute this SQL query again, and I'm executing. Now you can see that a new row has been inserted. Previously there was total 10 rows, now 11 rows in the table, and I can easily see that this is the row that has been inserted in this table. So I have showed hands-on how we can execute insert SQL query. Now I will show this one, that how we can update, how we can use update query. So In this table, I will update this value. Instead of have 90,000, I will change to 95,000. Now, the entire script I can reuse. Only thing is, I will have a different SQL query. So I will change the SQL query. Update table name, set salary equal to 95,000, where employee ID equal to 110. Employee ID 110. Employee ID 110. This is the table name. This is the table name, and this is the salary. I'm increasing the salary. So set salary equal to new value. This is the new value. Now, if I run the script, a script should update this value. A script should execute that query, and the value of the table in the database will be updated. Let me run it and see. Script execution ended. Now, if I execute the same query again, I'm executing. Now I can see the value has been increased. It's not 90,000 anymore. It is 95,000. So I have explained this. I have showed hands-on this particular feature. So I'll be changing the color. I will be changing its color to green. Now this is what I will show hands-on. How we can delete, how we can execute delete SQL query means how we can execute a SQL query which will delete a row from the database table. So I'll be deleting this particular row, the row number 11, or the row which employee ID value is 101. This row I will delete. So here also I can use the same script. Query would be different. So I'll be changing the query SQL query. Delete from table name, that is lemon. Delete from table name where employee ID equal to 110. This is employee ID, employee ID, employee ID, employee ID, value 110. Table name is lemon. That is the name of the table. Table name is lemon. Now, if I run the script, it should delete that particular row from the table. Script execution ended. Now, if I load the table again, means I will be executing the select tester from lemon, which lemon is the table name. Execute. I will see it's not 11 row, it's 10 row, and that row which has the employee ID 110 is not present in the table anymore. It has been deleted. Now I have showed this one also hands-on. Now I'll be using the select query. This select query will retrieve a table from the database, and I will be retrieving that table. I will be retrieving this table from the database. So here I will be writing different SQL query. That will be select a star from lemon. So this is the query which I'll be using. Now this object and this method or property, these two will return a record set object. A record set object is an invisible object which we cannot see, but it is present. I have created one YouTube tutorial video earlier. I show. I'm writing my name, Imran, Oracle. If I type, ODBC connection to Oracle, a tutorial with HP QTP. So this is where
Grammarly now uses AI to help you write, not just revise. Type a prompt and generate.
Hi guys, I
and this
am
is the
MD Shahajada Imran.
this is where I have explained in detail with examples and screenshots or what is record set object. You see RS record set, this object and this object are same. This RS object, record set object, and this record set object are same. So this video will, there I have showed how we can move data from that record set object to the runtime data table. So here I will not be showing those things. I will simply get the count of the record set object, like how many rows are in the record set object. So I will be getting the count of the record set object. Getting the count of the record set object. I will also get the count of the columns of the record set object. Now if I run the script, I hope that there will be no syntax error, logical error, or runtime error. The script should be errorless, hopefully. And a script will execute this query, therefore, and then it will return a record set object. That object will have the rows and columns. Same the rows and columns which are present here in the database table, same rows and columns should also be present in the record set object. And I will be getting the count of the record set objects. So let me run the script. There are total 10 rows in the record set object. There are total 4 columns in the record set object. So when select statement is used, this returns an record set object which is stored in this variable. If it is not select statement, if it is update, delete, or insert, one of those 3 statements, then this will return a void record set. So I have explained this one. So that was the topic of this tutorial video, to explain how we can execute DML statements using QTP, also known as UFT. The latest version is called Unified Functional Testing, OpenText Unified Functional Testing. Thank you for watching this tutorial video.